Okay, so I got my supplies today to do the cage changes. I bought 2 of these. They're the 3-wire storage cubes. I got them at Walmart. They were $19.99 each. And I don't know if you get 12 cubes, or 12 grids in a pack. Something like that. And then I went to Home Depot and got plexiglass. This has the outer coating that I haven't taken off yet. These sheets are 11 by 14. I bought 5 of them. Probably only need the 4 to go across, but I bought 1 extra just in case. And to connect them together, I bought some packing tape. So I could just put a nice little bit of tape on the top of each to connect them along. And so far I haven't decided whether I'm going to try Rugby and Grover together, only because last time Rugby did get a big bite or scratch on him that had to heal up, so I don't want to risk getting him hurt again. I'll see how I feel when I get the cage ready, because it's always scary when you're trying to put boars together, especially the skinnies. They can get hurt so easy. So here's their cages right now. I've emptied them, and I'm going to start taking apart the base, and I will show you where Grover and Rugby are. Here's Rugby. He's in a basket on the bathroom floor. He has his hay in his little house. And there's Grover. Same thing. I put them in here because this is very safe. They're both secure, and nothing is going to happen to them because I'm going to be a little while. Veggies and stuff so that they can have something to eat besides their hay. They're both going to be fine. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here is the finished cage. Underneath I'm storing my kettle cups and tunnels, my hay and my pellets, and my claws that I use to wipe down the coroplast. I think I'm going to try Rugby and Grover for a little bit and see what happens. If Grover is getting really aggressive like before, then I'm going to separate them because Rugby's been hurt from him before, so I'm not going to let that happen again. So I will put them in and see how it goes. If he's being really nasty, then I'm not going to bother. And I will just put up the plexiglass right here. Alrighty. Okay, the moment you have all been waiting for. Are Rugby and Grover living together? Dun, 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 dun. Of course not. So I put the cage together, and in it, at opposite ends, I put the litter boxes full with hay. I put 2 kettle cups at opposite ends, just had their water bottles out, and lettuce all over the floor. I put them both in, and they did the typical chasing each other and a little bit of chattering and stuff like that. And Grover, much to my surprise, decided that he wanted to eat lettuce and hay first. So he had a total different attitude than he's usually had. Normally he was really aggressive, defensive, but he actually calmed down the first. And little Rugby here was the troublemaker because he could, for whatever reason, just not leave Grover alone. I said that weird. Alone. He had to keep chasing him, keep getting all in his face, rumbling him. And Grover did pretty good. He kept, running away and everything like that. I actually noticed there, that's betadine on there. He got a little nick. I'll talk about why. Anyway, he was all in Grover's face, would not leave Grover alone. Grover kept running away from him, just wanting to go eat hay or the lettuce. And so finally, after Rugby chased him around the cage and kept cornering him and getting all over him, there was finally a little tussle, and it was creepy, and Rugby came out with some marks on him, and that's when I said, that is enough. So I took him to the bathroom and washed him up and put some betadine on his mark. It looks like a bite mark. It's not deep or anything like that, so I washed it out good and put the disinfectant on it. Now, you will see there is the plexiglass. I just taped it together, and it comes out the side of each of the cage a little bit, and I made sure to put their hay racks right up against it so it can't move. It's stuck there. So as you can see, it's not perfectly clear like I thought it would be, but you can still tell that Grover's over there. And when you're real close to something, you can see it perfectly fine. Like, look at his liner, you can see it perfectly clear, and yet when he's far away, he's kind of cloudy. But that's fine. They'll both know that they're beside each other, and I'm much happier with this setup rather than Rugby being on the bottom and alone, because at least now they're going to smell each other. They can see each other when they get real close by, and I purposely put their hay side by side so that they can eat together. And now, as I said before, or did I don't remember, I got the storage under here now, which is good because I took up a lot more room this way. I can still walk all the way around, and I can walk on down here, so if I need to reach Grover, I can. Grover was showing his teeth. See, you can see his face there. Rugby, Rugby. You didn't have to be so bossy. But yeah, so now this is what the room looks like. This is Barnaby and Ernie up here. There's an Ernie bum and a Barnaby nose. Look at that little orange nose. And down here, there's Kelvin, and I think Hobbs is in that tunnel. And I just put that little stool back in there for them so they can have something to do. So that is that. It's too bad that those guys just can't get along. Grover did a really good job though. It's just Rugby, I don't know why he had to be so silly. Oh well. At least they'll feel closer to each other now.